So today's opener is going to be what our quiz is going to resemble that we're going to take here in a minute. The quiz is going to be worth 14 points. It's going to be over getting the slope-intercept form from the graph and then finding the solution to systems by graphing, okay? So let's look at our first part here. It says find the solution to the system by graphing. So this first part of the system, this first equation, y equals x minus 5, is actually written in slope-intercept form. So if it's written in slope-intercept form, we can easily graph it. So how do I start by graphing this? How do I start by graphing that? Yeah. So if this is in slope-intercept form, guys, what do I start graphing first? Toby?
Oh.
The negative 5. So I go to my origin and I go down 5. Okay. I plot my point. Then the second thing I find after my y-intercept is what, Toby? So the second thing I find after my y-intercept is my...
Rise over run.
Okay, my slope. So what's my rise over run?
Up 1, over 1.
Okay, and I want 3 points. So I can keep going up 1 over 1, or I can go back to my y-intercept and go which way?
Down 1 over 1.
Good. And then I'm going to try to graph a nice straight line that goes through all the points there to the best of my ability. Make sure that my line has an arrow on it. Okay, now let's look at our second part of our equation, or our system. This is not written in slope-intercept form. We know that it's not written in slope-intercept form because it doesn't start with a y. So what do we have to do to this equation in order to get it in slope-intercept form? Well, what am I trying to get by itself? What am I trying to get by itself? The y. So what did you say, Robert? You're so very close. Not just the 2, but the 2x. So now I have y equals, what do I write first? What should I write first? To get it in slope-intercept form. Say it again.
I said you lost me.
Okay. What you would do, okay, you would run the, to get it to right intercept form. Okay. So it would be minus, so it would be y equals minus 2x plus 4.
Good. Are we in slope-intercept form?
Yes.
Yeah, so now I'm ready to graph it. So what's my y-intercept that I'm going to graph first?
Go up.
Up how many?
Up 4.
From the origin. So there's my y-intercept. That's where that line's going to cross through the y-axis. And then my slope?
Go down 2 over 1.
Okay.
To the right, and then 1. Then up, then if you want 3 points, up 1, up 2 over 1 to the left. And
Good.
then you would want to grab your straight edge and line it. So
Okay. We're almost done. So it's asking us to find the solution. So the solution is where those 2 lines intersect one another, where they cross each other. So here's where they cross each other. This is where they intercept one another. So the system is, or the solution is going to be the ordered pair. So what's the ordered pair that those 2 lines cross each other at? So we go to our origin, we find our x first. So what's our x going to be? So our x going to be over, and then our, not over, and then our y is going to be?
3 dash 2.
What kind of 2?
3 comma 2, negative 2.
Good. And because that's our final answer, we box it. So your quiz, this is worth 4 points, okay? A point, a point, a point, and a point. All right, let's take a look at getting the slope-intercept form from the graph. So what we're going to look is we're going to determine what our y-intercept is first. So what is our y-intercept here?
1.
Okay, so that line crosses through the y-axis at 1. And what's the slope from there?
Go down 3 over, go down 3 over 2.
And so our slope is?
Negative 3 over 2.
Nice job, way to correct yourself. And then the equation to write it in slope-intercept form.
Y equals negative 3 over 2x
Good.
plus 1.
Perfect. Okay. Sorry, it's coming back. Do we all have it?
Yeah, I'm stuck on number 3.
Stuck on number 3.
Yes.
All right. If you have the front, go ahead and flip to the back. Take a look at it and see what you can get done before I get there. So the third one on the back side here says, is the point 2, 1 a solution for the system? So we gave you an ordered pair, and then we gave you a system of equations, and you're supposed to tell me if that ordered pair works. How can I determine if that ordered pair works? What am I going to have to do? Anybody know? What am I going to have to do? Nobody knows? You guys are making me a little worried. So, you have this ordered pair right here. Okay, there's your ordered pair. You want to know if that ordered pair is a solution to this equation. Then you also want to see if it's going to be a solution to this equation. They both have to work for the whole system to work out, okay? So how am I going to determine if this ordered pair is a solution for this equation? Toby?
Plug it in for x and y.
Yeah, I'm going to substitute. So remember, ordered pair is made up of x and y, so I'm just going to substitute. So what would I substitute, Toby?
2 for the x and 1 for the y.
Okay, and then when we solve, what's 2 plus 1?
3.
Does 3 equal to 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know the first ordered pair and equation works out. So let's try my second one here. So what am I going to substitute? So I'm going to write 2 times something minus 3 times something equals 1. Well, now I substitute. What do I substitute for x?
2.
Okay, what do I substitute for y?
1.
1. And then I solve. Where do I begin solving this, Alec? Do you know?
Times 2.
Yeah. What is it?
2 times 3 equals 1.
Wait, where are you at? I'm right here. So what are you going to do first?
I'm times in 2 times 2.
Is?
4.
Okay. Then what do I do?
It would be 3 minus, it would be negative 3, 5 minus 3.
Times 1. How about negative 3 times 1? Because they're touching. So what's negative 3 times 1?
Like negative 3.
Good. So I just rewrite my problem. Keep going.
It'll equal 1.
Yeah, 4 minus 3 is 1. Does 1 equal 1?
Yep.
Yes. So is this ordered pair a solution to the system? Our answer is
Yes.
yes. Because that's my final answer. I box it. So you guys would get a point for this, a point for showing me this, and a point for showing me the final answer. Okay, so 3 points there. Okay. Well, these ones are fun. So if you remember on our notes, we did hooibucks. Hoys, horizontal on a y, and then bucks, vertical, undefined x. So if y equals 5, that means on my y-axis, I'm going to plot the point on the number 5, on the 5 grid line. So that means I'm going to go to the origin. Which direction do I go?
Just, I have y for the 2.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Are you guys y equals 2, x equals negative 5?
No, ours is y equals 5, x equals 2.
I have y equals 5.
What are you? How did some of those... Oh, no, I know what happened. Okay, that's okay. We'll make it work. So those of you that have y equals 5, x equals 2, let's do that first. So if your y is 5, starting at your origin, which direction do you go? Okay.
Okay, so wait, so you first go from x, you go to the y intercept, so you go down 2.
No, wait. Use
okay,
mine.
That one?
Use mine.
Okay, we're going up 5.
Okay. On your guys' openers, change it to mine. So you're going to go up 5. 1, 2, So on your openers, change it to mine. Okay?
And then from the x-axis, you go over.
Now wait, before you get to the x-axis, what do I have to do with my line? Which direction am I going to graph my line?
Negative.
No,
It'll
listen.
be positive, sorry.
You have y equals 5. Okay?
Y equals 2. And x.
What kind of line am I going to show for y equals 5?
Vertical.
Vertical. Good.
Oh, vertical?
Are you sure?
Horizontal?
Are you sure? Somebody get your notes out. I only have one person that listened to me when I said get your notes out. 2 people, 3 people. So over half of the class chose not to listen to me when I told you to get your notes out. Get your notes out. From 6.4. For math.
There's no point in it, no.
So flip in your notes to where it says
It would be a horizontal line.
Hoivux.
It would be a.
So when you graph y equals, what kind of line does it get for y equals?
Y equals the horizontal line.
Okay, so it's going to be a horizontal line, which means I'm going to draw that line from left to right. So then we go to x equals 2. So that means if it's x equals 2, I'm going to graph it on the x-axis. So I'm going to start at my origin. Which direction do I go to graph x equals 2?
Well, you go from the origin 2 over 2. You go over 2
To the right or the left?
to the right, and
Okay.
then you do a vertical line.
Good. According to our notes, if I graph an x equals 2, it's going to be a vertical line.
I think it's going to at your door.
It's okay. Now, I need to find the solution. How do I find the solution? Ashley?
Find where they intersect.
Okay, find where those lines intersect. Right there. So what's my y-axis going to be? Or excuse me, my x-axis going to be? Or my x for my ordered pair?
2, 5.
2, and then my y is going to be 5.